Welcome Strategy Battle Gamers to yet another video here on the YouTube channel Spelfriending Fellowship. My name is Andres Norwegian Viking, and today we will take a look at another Battle Company SPG faction, and today we have come to Rivendell. So Rivendell, of course, the last homely hall, owned, well, not owned, I don't think elves own anything. Not really. Well, Elrond resides there, and the backstory for this warband is the following. Though they are a dwindling race, the elves have not abandoned their allies to Sauron's growing malice. Fell and fair, the elves are responsible for holding many evils in check, any one of which would long since have overwhelmed the realms of men. So the elven lists are have been much improved from the previous version, and I will speak about that a bit later. In the battle companies, you have the option to either go for the example starting company for normally a total of 60 gold, or you can just go ahead and use the reinforcement list and make your own out of 60 gold. The starting company for Rivendell is 4 Noldorin exiles with throwing daggers and elven blades, and in addition they have 2 Noldorin exiles with throwing daggers and elf bows for a total of 60 gold. So you get quite a lot, but they have some drawbacks, as they don't have access to armor, so they will have low defense. You can of course make your own list. Noldorin exiles are 8 gold each, so you will get quite a lot for your buck, but you have to buy extra equipment. Now, warriors buy equipment from the warrior equipment list, and heroes buy it from your hero equipment list, and you of course nominate 3 of your models to become heroes, whereas they get 1 gold, not 1 gold, 1 might, 1 will, 1 fate. The captain and 2 sergeants will get 1 fate each. So the warriors get for 1 gold an elven blade, a spear or a shield. For 2 gold they get elf bows or throwing daggers, and for 6 gold they get a horse. Note that the only way to get a horse is to have them upgraded, because they will only have the option to receive equipment they would normally receive. Now, the hero equipment list is much of the same as with the warrior equipment list, but they have a value of, for instance, 1/5, where after the slash is the value you have to pay if you have in excess of 2 in both attack and wounds combined. So if you have an attack or a wound upgrade, you will have to pay the premium price. Now, for 1/5 gold you get elven blade or a spear or a shield. For 2/5 gold you get elf bow, lance and throwing daggers. For 2/10 gold you get heavy armor. 5/10 gold you get elven cloak, and for 6/10 gold you get a horse. Now, heroes are upgraded through advancements, while warriors are upgraded through promotions. So, for instance, every time you receive 5 experience points, you get to roll on the advancement table for your warriors, and they can receive a promotion on the 4+. So, Noldorin exiles will be High Elf warriors. High Elf warrior in turn will turn into a King's Guard or a Knight of Rivendell, and a King's Guard will get into a King's Knight. So, you do then get the option for cavalry and elite troops through this. Now, you have some special rules, and the way you get the special rules on the models is that heroes get to roll on the advancement table when they each time they receive 5 experience points, and on the 5 you get to roll on the normally you get to roll on the tables, the skill tables. So you can either choose fight, shoot or command, but you can also choose one of the skills in your own warband list. Now, the first special rule is terror. The sight of an elf lord in power causes evil creatures to recoil in fear. The hero causes terror as described in the main rules manual. So pretty straightforward. Causes terror. Next one is Stormcaller. The hero has learned to channel the elemental forces of the wild with devastating results. The first time this rule is chosen, he gains access to the Cold Wind's magical power, which has a range of 12 and a cast of 2+. He also gains 1 point of will. This means the first time he selects this rule, his points cost will increase by 10 rather than the usual 5. The second time, the hero gains the Nature's Wrath magical power, which is cast on 4+. If, when casting a spell, the dice rolled is a natural 6, no will is expended to cast the power. So that's a separate rule, the last point. So you, on a natural 6, you get a free, basically free spell. So next one is the Foresight of the Eldar. Before the game begins, roll d6, make note of the result. These are your hero's foresight points through the remainder of the battle. Hero can spend this point in the priority phase after both players have made their made their priority rolls. For each foresight point expended, the hero can alter their either priority roll by +1 or -1 to a maximum of 1, a minimum of 1, and a maximum of 6. So you can, of course, then change up the rolls. So you can receive a draw, you can receive a favourable result for you, or you can choose to have your opponent go first, stuff like that, all depending on how many points you get and what you both roll. Next one is first of 2 relics you can get. A relic is gained in exactly the same way as a skill. First is Noldorin Throwing Knives. The hero rerolls any fail to wound rolls made when throwing these knives or using them in a fight. A hero with Noldorin Throwing Knives cannot be armed with a shield as well. Only one hero may be equipped with Noldorin Throwing Knives at one time. Next one is the Shield of Imladris. The Shield of Imladris is a mastercrafted shield that has featured in the tales of past elven heroes. Sturdy yet remarkably light, a hero armed with the Shield of Imladris may still make 1 strike against an opponent if he wins a fight while shielding. Only one model may be equipped with this legendary shield at any given time. So quite a few powerful skills and indeed weapons and armor you can have alongside your normal forces. So note about the Rivendell Battle Company is 2 notes. First one is, thanks to their incredibly long lives, elves have a long time to own their skills in battle. Elven heroes may increase their fight value to 7 instead of 6 like other races. So they start with 5 basic, so of course they will have to be able to get more than 6 in fight value. And King's Guard and King's Knight are upgrades for high elf heroes, warriors and knights of Rivendell profiles respectively. They have a fight value of 6/3+ for +1 point. So it's the same profile just with an upgraded fight value for more points. Exactly like the upgrade you get when Gilgalad is in your force. So I really like what they did to the Rivendell Battle Company. I think it's great that they lose their heavy armor in the start, makes them more fragile, more depending on tactics in the start, and they also don't just become Rivendell Knights like they did before. You have to go through the High Elf Warrior phase, so it's not that overpowered as it is a warband. And also, if you want the Knight, you can go the Kingsguard route and get it in the next one, meaning on average you will need 4 advances to get to the King's Knight. But then again, you could also just get access to the Knight of Rivendell immediately after a High Elf Warrior gains a promotion, but then you will not have the ability to then be promoted to a King's Knight afterwards for +1 fight value. So it leaves you with an interesting choice to make, whether to upgrade immediately or wait. So there isn't a lot of options. You start off with few warriors, and I would recommend that you keep it like that. I might remove the throwing daggers on the 2 Noldorin exiles with bows, and instead give 2 heroes heavy armor instead, to make them survive a bit longer. Maybe make one of the heroes an archer with an elf bow, so you can get some shooting abilities straight off the bat as well. So that's the only thing I would have done differently. Wouldn't have changed up the way you combine your warband. You could also remove a few of the elven blades. You will probably have a higher fight value in most games in the start, so you don't need the elven blades that you could spend to gain shields on that leave you 4 gold. So you could spend that on 2 shields and maybe a lance. Not lance. You wouldn't have a horse. Yeah, you can give them all shields basically. So yeah, quite a lot of fun with this one. Elite warband to be sure, but they have the fighting power, but they don't have the defense straight in the start. So that's it for Rivendell. Please join us tomorrow as we go on to meet more elves, and this time it's Lothlorien. So thank you for watching. Please comment, like, share and subscribe, and support your Hobbit hobby.